మిత్రులారా బంధువులారా వనకము అండ్ స్వాగతము టు సౌత్ ఏషియా మ్యాప్స్. దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఛానల్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ప్రజెంటర్ డాక్టర్ జె రెడ్డి అండ్ జె తిరుపతి రెడ్డి. Today we are continuing our India villages and towns series. This is the part 15. We have selected a village called very important village Wagingera village. It is in the old Gulbarga district, that is in the Hyderabad Karnataka region. Now it is under the Yadgir district in the Karnataka province. This is the place, there is a fort in that village. Aurangazeb, the Mughal Central Asian conquistador, has waged his last war, Ghajwa, of the local leaders called Berad Nayaks. He conquered the fort. That is the last war Aurangzeb waged during his 25 years sojourn stay in Dakshinapatha, South India, south of Burhanpur Pass and the sacred Tapati Mata River. So, India villages and towns is a potpourri, essentially a mixed bag medley, where I will take a prominent place like a village and town, etc. I will talk about the history, physiography, geography in the context of human ecology. I will go over the village in brief and later I will take you to, as usual, the physiographic maps and I'll show you the village, that area. Excuse me. This is Mitronam, our broader series, that is the India villages and towns series, and we are in this particular part 15, that is called Wagingera, near Shorapur or Shorapur town taluk in the Yadgir district, that is the historic Gulbarga or Gulbarga district of Kalyani Karnataka, also called Hyderabadi Karnataka, Nizami Karnataka, Karnataka, Aurangazeb we are talking about. And before that, I have already presented lot of presentations in these villages and you can look at them. All these presentations, Mitranam, you can find at South Asia Maps J Reddy. This is our YouTube education channel. I recorded this presentation round about Sankranti time, the Pongal time in Dakshinapatha, South India. There are 700 videos or so, and I have put them in round about 70 or so playlists. You can pick and choose your choice. South Asia Maps J Reddy. Why should we be interesting in this? The overall, the concept of the village is very important, and in that village, I discussed extensively about what is the concept of 1 square kilometer, that is 100 hectares to 50 acres. Entire concept of it affects the visible acreage that the village sees. If there is other village distance or this an island village, invisible acreage, trade acreage as a source of food production, fodder production, mineral extraction, that is the draw over. All these aspects I discussed elsewhere. And this is the broad average village sizes in South India, Dakshinapatha, and I have taken the areas of the provinces and divided the number of villages and got this figure. We are talking about the Karnataka province, 5.7 or 5 square kilometers in average village. I have omitted the urban areas, forest areas and so. So actually the village size should be much smaller. So this gives you the broader, excuse me, the context. So just briefly about from the Jadunath Sarkar's short history of Aurangazeb, we are talking about Aurangzeb lived around about 90 years, 1618 birth, 1707, 90 Islamic calendar Hijri years. He became the ruler 1658, passed away 1707, 50 years, among which 1681 he came to South India and waged extensive wars on Marathas. Here we are concerned only about 1705, February, April, almost 3 months, siege of Wagingera village, and almost 2.5 years he passed away. The Mughal ruler, very prominent personality. You have to understand, in order to understand the Indian history, you have to understand Aurangzeb extremely well. The current like partition of Bharat, Wagingera, constant social rights, and a decimation of Hindu intellectualism and rise of Machiavellism, and the concept of all these things are directly indirectly related to Aurangzeb, who is very prominent personality. This gives around about the elevations here, the Delhi 222 and meters, and Everest 8888 and Simla 2222 meters, so that when we look at the village, you can keep that in mind. Wagingra campaign is a very important campaign, fought between 27 March, 18 May. The location is the Wagingra fort, that is the Wagingra village. Mughal victory between the Mughal empires and local ruler called Bedar Nayaks. And commanders are the Mughal ruler itself, Aurangzeb's prominent generals, Zulfikar Khan, Asaf Jahan, that is the future Nizam of Hyderabad, the Deccan, and Asaf Jahan. Other side is the Marathas, Danaji Jadhav, the general, and the Bedar Nayak, Pedda, Paida Nayak, and other rulers. We'll go over this village in brief. So, this is the village is 19 square kilometers. Remember, the average village in Karnataka province, we descend around about 5.7 or so. So, this is a bigger size village. Wagingra village has an area of 1943 meters. So, divide by 100, you get around about 19 square kilometers. More than like 4.5 on all sides or so. Population, I'm not sure which year. I think census was taken last census 2011. So I put it there, and around about 3,000 plus people. Elevation is 431. The compare is almost twice the size of the Delhi elevation. The pin code nearby villages, it is in the Shorapur taluk. So sometimes spelled as differently. Surapur is around about 3 kilometers. This is the Wagingra village, Surapur taluk, and further north is the Shapur taluk, and Yadgir district headquarters and taluk. We have seen the seas of Wagingra, Yadgiri Jilla, Karnataka, Wagingra, Aurangazeb here, and we'll look at the prominent physiographic landmarks here. The hills like Yadrami, upland area, Shapur Hills, Surapur Hills, and Mahadev Hills, and Huti upland area, Raichur Doab and Gadwal Doab, and Narayanpur Dam and Don River Valley, rivers like Krishna and Bhima and Don River, and Madras Railway Company built a railway station from Chennapatnam to southern part. This is the Raichuru, and GIPR, Greater Indian Peninsula Railway, built a railway line from Bombay, Mumbai, that is the Salsette Island, Pune, Shorapur, all those regions. It was bridged in the Raipur, that is just a few kilometers south of this area. Excuse me. I will show that in detail. This is the Wagingra town, Shapur Hills, Shurapura Hills, Shapur Hills, Yadrami, upland regions, the Don River, this is the Krishna River. So you have to remember the major landmarks, and this is the Narayanpur Reservoir and Krishna River. This is the Almaty Chimalgi Reservoir, and this is the Srisailam in the Kurnool district reservoir dam. This is the Jurala reservoir dam between the Palamuru Mahabubnagar district and Kurnool district here. Krishna River, this is the Gadwal Doab, this is the Raichuru Doab. Yeah, the Raichuru Doab. This is the Raichuru Doab, Gadwal district, and this is the Raichuru Doab, and this is the Shapur Hills. So will be Shurapura Hills. So you can see Surapura. Sometimes spelled different, Shorapur or Surapura. Then it is maybe 5 kilometers from Shorapur village. You can see Wagingera. You can see the fort also there. Yeah, you can see that Wagingera village there. And 2 kilometers away, there is a famous bird sanctuary, Bonal Bird Sanctuary. Krishna River, Shorapur Hills and Gogi Hills here, and Yadrami upland region here somewhere is Yadrami upland regions. Yeah, we'll see in a different perspective. Here this is better. Again, Srishalam Reservoir, Jurala Dam, this is the Tungabhadra River, Mantralayam. You can see Raichur, where the northern part railway track, southern part railway road is built. Kista railway station here. Narayanpur Reservoir, famous Talikota battle, downfall of Vijayanagara Empire. So you can see Shurapura mountains here, hills. Then you can see Wagingra town, village, and this is the Bonal Life Sanctuary. And we'll look at the same. So here it gives a different perspective. You can see the Krishna, Srishalam Dam, Tungabhadra River, and this is the Jurala project, Narayanpur and Almaty. So always keep track of the railway track. This is the Raichur. This is the Kista, a town called Kista. This is of course this is the Wadi junction. One branch goes to Nizam's territory, eventually Sikandrabad, Hyderabad region, and Gulbarga will be, that's the Gulbarga. That means this is the one mountain, Shurapura, this is the Shapur, this is the Gogi, this is the Yadrami, this is the Bhima River. This is the Vijapura or Bijapur, and that's the railway track. We can see little bit. Yeah, that is the mountains here, Shurapura mountains. Vadgara will be somewhere. So this is the Wagingra town. We can see the village. I have just taken from there all this information, population, households, and so Shorapur Taluk, Raichur towns, and Shorapur is around about 6 kilometers or so. So you can see Wagingra village here. You can see Wagingra village in the northern side of Krishna River, south of Shorapura mountains. You can see Wagingra historic fort. It's a Wagingra village. Remember, when you say 19 square kilometers, you have to keep in mind the broader picture. So this is the Krishna River. Of course, you can see the Krishna River here. So Shorapura mountains here, Shapur mountains here, Gogi mountains here, and Yadrami uplands here, you can see. And if you go further, famous Talikota battle or Rakas Geetangadki, you can see Narayanpur Reservoir here and the Krishna River. This is the Almaty Dam. I think Lal Bahadur Shastri Reservoir, they call it. And Wagingra fort here, you can see. Historic fort ruled by the Berad Nayaks. Berad Nayaks were the tributaries, subordinates of Adil Shahis. When Adil Shahi's kingdom annexed by Aurangzeb, they submitted to him. Later, they rebelled against him with Maratha's help. That's how the Mughal ruler Aurangzeb, Alamgir, waged the final war, siege of the Wagingra again, all those areas. The Bonal Wildlife Sanctuary and so on. So we essentially discussed about the fascinating Wagingra village that is associated with a very prominent ruler of conquistador, the Central Asian Islamic invaders in Bharat, and he waged his last Ghajwa war battle against the Berad Nayaks, the local Kannadiga rulers in the Shurapura region. That is part 15. In the next part, we will talk about the last, after that Wagingra siege, Aurangzeb stayed a couple of months, 4, 5, 6 months at Devapura, where the emperor felt extremely ill and moved to north and passed away in Ahmednagar. We talk about that fascinating village Devapur. It may be a small sleepy village here, but the major monumental historical event occurred. That's why I have selected that village and this village Wagingra for your understanding. Hope these presentations will give you a good understanding, and if you like the presentations, you can post your comments or suggestions, and you can subscribe the channel even and bring it to the notice of your friends. That will help to bring the knowledge gnana to other similar audience like you. Thank you very much, Mitrulara and Bandhulara.